Hi there, this is Renee Brock and welcome to the Irrigation Festival. We're downtown Sequim at the Sequim Farmers and Artisans Market, and we're going to be investigating what's happening down here for our Irrigation Festival, which will include the Innovative Arts and Crafts Fair, the float, and a chance to meet the royalty. Shall we check it out? Come on. Be sure you get a good shot of the shoes while we're doing things, right? It's all about my boots. Hi there.
And it's all kind of with the government.
Awesome.
Well, let's fight ahead.
So the market's down here, and we're going to get a chance to walk through, but we're going to first start off here at our Petite Innovative Arts and Crafts Fair.
Irrigation Festival.
Hi! Did you get a chance to check it out?
I
Yeah?
just met the princess.
Oh, you just met the princesses? Awesome! Excellent. Thanks so much for coming. Come on. So we're very fortunate that we have a number of our vendors that we normally have for the Innovative Arts and Crafts Fair. So we'll get a chance to visit with them. And we're coming to see the royalty. Here we come. Hi, ladies. Thanks so much for coming. Okay, now I'm going to have to get good at jumping over and using the mic, okay? Okay, so we've got our Sequim Irrigation Festival royalty. Now, do you like to be a court or royalty? Royalty?
Sounds more fancy.
It does sound a little more fancy. Okay, awesome. Can we take a moment and have you introduce yourselves?
I'm Queen Hannah, Princess Zoe, Princess Allie, and then Princess Sydney.
Excellent. Okay, now, I wanted you guys to share a little bit about why the Irrigation Festival is so special and important to you. You ready? Okay, let's do it. You could do it. You can do it. Okay.
The Irrigation Festival has always been important to me because it's always been a time where me and my family could get together and have a good time together and make lasting memories.
That's fantastic. Thank you.
As an annual thing, my family and I get together every year and we like to watch the parade.
And you get to be in one now, right? Which is so cool. Yeah, I love it.
Seeing the community come together and celebrating such a long tradition is just like, it's so amazing to see every year and just like see everyone, all the work that everyone puts in to make it happen.
Excellent. Thank you for observing that.
I love how my family always gets together because we love watching the parade, but also the truck pulls when that happens.
That is pretty cool stuff, right? Okay, so let's talk about what you guys are. Goddesses this year, would you say?
Yes, we are.
Now, as goddesses, you're worshipped for specific things. Is there something that maybe you guys are known for that we should know about? Like expression, your kindness, things that you do with the community.
Yeah. So I'm very interested in the science field. That's what I want to do when I'm older, and that's what my main topic was at our pageant, and it was a lot of fun to do that. So that's what I'm most interested in, is the science field.
That's excellent. So it's very important that we have more people in STEAM, right?
Yes.
It's not just STEM, STEAM. So STEAM includes the arts.
Oh, yes.
Yes, absolutely. So thank you for doing that. I appreciate it.
I am very artsy and I have taken part in a lot of school art contests, as well as I've had some of my art displayed in Blue Hole Gallery, which is downtown, and that's my gig. I love art.
That's excellent. Fantastic.
I love being around kids, and what a better thing to be doing. I'm an intern at the church, so I get to see them all the time, and just being able to come here and then just like see their faces light up when they see everything around them going on, it's such a fun experience, and just being able to make the kids' day and just getting to learn all about the kids too is awesome.
Fantastic. They need to see that, right? Yeah.
After graduation, I'll be joining the Marines. I love protecting others, and here I get to, represent our community.
Absolutely. Thank you for planning on doing service for us. Appreciate it. Okay, running back over here. Woo! Okay, next question. You ready?
Yes.
So things have been a little different this year, right? So let's talk about the unique things that we didn't expect that would be something that we could celebrate instead. I'll give you a moment. Dun. Okay. So that, for example, so us being able to do the festival this year, we've partnered with the market, right? So, and this is a great, opportunity to forge new partnerships, do things in different ways, unique and innovative ways, right? So what kind of unique and innovative thing has changed because we're dealing with the COVID?
So I've always been very focused on my grades as a total perfectionist. But after taking time away from the classroom and having more individual time with myself and my family, it occurred to me that that's not the only thing that's important. And since then, I've had a much better experience in schools, and I've actually been doing better now that I'm not so hyper-fixated on it.
Excellent. That is nice to hear. Very good. And as a professor, I appreciate that. It's not always about grades, right? Okay, I'm not supposed to say that. Okay.
Though COVID has had a lot of disappointments and not as many opportunities as we would like to have for education, it did give me the opportunity to start running START at Peninsula College, and I'm going to be graduating with my associates next year, and I'm really proud of that.
Excellent. So if you ever take some multimedia classes, you might have something with me. All right.
Do you mind somewhat repeating the question you're asking?
What was I asking about? What kind of innovation has happened since we've had to deal with COVID that was kind of an unexpected surprise and a good thing? Do you want me to give you a moment? Okay, I totally understand. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I haven't been able to see my family as much as I'd like to because my grandma, she's like kind of sick and everything. And so I actually get to go down and see her soon. So
That is good. And, and a good excuse that you finally get to do that, right?
yeah.
And I think we're all feeling that, that it's really precious to be able to see friends and family.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, now are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, sweet.
COVID has allowed us to be very innovative, and we have had to learn how to communicate with people without seeing them in the earlier times of quarantine, and just having to learn all the different technologies. And then there's a lot of things. I honestly can't name one. My mind's going blank, but
No, you hit a lot of things. And, you brought up something that I think is really important. Communication has been enhanced, don't you think?
definitely.
Awesome. Okay, now, it's your chance to tell me something that you wanted to share that you're not on the hot spot with me, okay? I'm going to give you a moment. Okay, look, the sun. Okay, see, I'm getting totally distracted. So you guys think about what you'd like to share with me that I didn't ask you. Okay. All right. Did you get the sun? Was that enough stall? All right, ready? Okay.
All right, so it's so amazing, in my opinion, that our festival is still going on this year and that there's more in-person activities as well as so many virtual options, because I think now is a more important time than ever to have this stability and have this festival that people can look forward to, even if they're still at home and being able to watch it.
Excellent. And I'm going to pass the mic so you can hold on to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to go, Allie?
You go for it.
Okay. Even though COVID has been really disappointing and we haven't had a lot of things to do outside of staying at home or work or school, we haven't let that get in the way of keeping our festival a continuous every year festival, because it's the longest running festival in Washington, and I'm glad we're still able to do it.
One thing is, I don't think we give enough recognition to all the volunteers and work that goes into making all of this possible, because I had no clue before this year when I started doing royalty how much work there really was to make this such a big thing. And I just really appreciate everybody that comes out and volunteers their time and helps her out.
Allie stole mine, so.
Oh, man. Well, how was that having the mic? Harder, easier? Okay, yeah. It's hard to have the mic, and it's hard to have the mic in your face, right? But you guys, you gave me fantastic answers with lots of grace, and you're definitely royals, so thank you. So I wanted to be sure that we have an opportunity to get a few shots of you guys in front of the float. So maybe we can migrate a little bit. And I know that these cones are very effective. Excellent. Yeah, perfect. Hi there. Excellent. Okay. You guys look fantastic. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to try to get Guy so he can talk a little bit more about the float. But before I grab him, what do you guys think of the float?
I absolutely love it. It is gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Awesome.
It's spectacular.
I was just about to say it's spectacular. It's so amazing and beautiful, and I was shocked when I first saw it.
It's so grand. It makes a statement. I think my favorite part is the Coliseum.
Excellent. It is beautiful. Okay, I'm going to leave you here for a second while I get a Guy over here to interview. So stay put. Oh, no, go over there. Oh, okay. He's the boss. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. Guy.
Gotta go.
Guy, come on down.
I'm coming.
Okay, so I'm going to hand the mic over to you in a second. So I just quizzed these guys all about this, and they gave you some rave reviews about this fantastic float. Would you like to share a little bit about this story?
Sure.
And other ones?
Sure. Thank you. And I'm looking into the camera here. Hey, Silas. Hey, thanks everybody for turning out today. This is this year's Sequim Irrigation Festival float, 126 years, a place for you to roam. We're celebrating where water is wealth. The idea of this year's float is it's a Romanesque kind of a deal. Put this back down. And we're with the celebration of where water is wealth. What we want to do is kind of dial in on our pioneers and their ability to move water from the winter, spring snow melt out of the Olympic Mountains and divert water from the Dungeness River to feed the valley here. So we tied that into the Roman Empire and their ability to move water through aqueducts. But we've got a Roman Colosseum. It's built to scale. It's 13 and a half feet tall from the street level, 12 feet wide. You'll notice there's 3 layers of colonnades. Each colonnade is, again, it's built to scale, but we've got Doric capitals on the columns on the base. The second level are Ionic columns, and then we have Corinthian columns, and then flat Corinthian columns upstairs on the higher level. We have our version of the Appian Way. We have a Roman chariot. C.J. Capitan is a Hollywood makeup artist, and he painted the horse and the chariot. And then at the very front we have a scale replica of the facade of the Pantheon, which is also in Rome. So pretty excited. It's everybody that sees it likes it so far, so we're happy about that. We're excited to get the girls on it today and have our processional parade through town, and we'll see how it goes. So got about 550 man hours in it, I guess, through the build cycle, and we built it in exactly 60 days. So Renee, back to you.
Yeah, well, you don't get to go away. You don't get to go away. I have questions for you. You ready?
Okay.
Yeah. So you shared about this story, and you shared, how much time and effort it went into this. Did you share about your crew and that you're looking for some more folks?
Oh, yeah. Forgot all about that. Yeah, we had a great group of guys in the barn this year. David Blakesley, John Riley, Jim Waters. Like I said, CJ painted the horse. I've been building floats now. This is the 14th float that I've built, designed and built with the build crew. And I'm going to step out of it. So we're looking for a new designer and team to take over this function next year. It's a great organization to be a part of. And I'll help anybody that is interested. And if you've got questions or comments, you can get in touch with me, and I'll take you through what it is that's involved in it and how everything works. But we get together and have some fun. It's a chance to be creative and build something. It's competitive because we do compete with other festivals across the state at various festivals and parades. And it's just a lot of fun. And it's a great organization, great people, a lot of fun to be around organizations. So So that would be that for that question.
Okay, next question. So now there's a fantastic detail that maybe you mentioned before, that you have a number of columns in this piece and different styles of columns.
Yes.
Do you want to share a little bit about that inspiration?
Yeah. You want to go and take a walk here, Silas, and we'll look at these columns a little bit. It is scaled to the Colosseum in Rome, and on the lower level of colonnades, we have Doric columns here, and then these are Ionic columns as you go up, and then Corinthian, just like they did. The Doric and Ionic columns are kind of taken from the Greek civilization. But, when you think of scale, a human being at the Colosseum is about that tall. So it's, to give you an idea of the scale and the size of it. Also, too, we've got these inserts here, look like a barrel vault, and as you look up inside of it, they're all hashed out like to make it look like the stones that would have been placed at the Colosseum as well. So, and it's got about a 2.5 foot radius cut into it, so it gives it depth and perspective. And then there's perspective too on the Appian Way, the road. It trails back to a narrow place. All roads lead to Rome. And yeah, we've got a winch on it, so it's very heavy, and the side pieces fold in behind itself like a clamshell in on top of itself, and then we've got a winch that will lower and raise the backdrop. So it takes about 15 minutes to put together once we get everything out of the trailer. Visibility is good on it. It's yeah, I like it.
It's pretty awesome. So, we really appreciate the artistry and detail of these floats that you've been doing with your team. And it's something that we think about, like how long the festival has been going, right? And I think about history, and that you've brought that idea of like this is history, this is culture, this is what really influences things. And every year we come up with a different theme, right?
Right.
Kind of come up with a story. Can you share a little bit about how the community is involved with that, how the board is involved with that, our volunteers are involved with that?
Sure. Well, this theme here is, Sasha, you want to take a peek over there? Sequim, A Place for You to Roam. We came up with this theme, it's probably been 1.5 years or so ago. And again, as I said, it's, we've got a blend here of the river on the left-hand side and a Roman aqueduct on the back side of it. And it's a play on words, but if you think in terms of where we live, where the place that we call home, everything that we have access to and available to us here to get out there in Rome, to look around. We've got the ocean, we've got beaches, we've got forests, we've got trails and mountains and snow, and and then we've got this great community with great people, a chance to get out and meet with a lot of different people. But we try and keep a theme that we can focus on what is fundamental to the history of our pioneers and the people that brought ideas to this community. Like I said, the Crazy Callan, dug the ditches 126 years ago and was able to get water down here into the valley so that people could have a place to call home. So it's a fantastic group of people to work with. We meet one Wednesday, the first Wednesday every month, and everybody's involved in helping everybody else out where they can. So good group of people. And that's all I got here on that question. Silas, anything you want to talk about?
When are you going to tell us about next year's theme?
I don't know if that's been disclosed yet.
No, you can't tell them.
Yeah, no, we have a theme for next year, and it's going to be different. It's going to be a fun theme, and we just determined that on our last meeting last month. It's a year-round process too. So I mean, we're already at work on next year's theme for the 127th, and what we're going to be doing for that. So it's an organization that works diligently 12 months out of the year for each of their respective departments and the events that they're putting on and producing. But stay tuned. That's to be released.
Excellent. Thank you so much,
Thanks.
Guy. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to come over here, and I want Julian to introduce herself. This is an important person who is involved with the festival. You ready?
I am ready.
Yeah.
Hi there, my name is Julianne Kuntz. I'm the executive director.
of the Irrigation Festival. I've been volunteering with the festival for a long time. I think my first involvement with the festival was in 1992, and I volunteered on and off, all this time. This is my first year as the executive director, and I'm excited to be here and helping out.
So we were just talking about like how we work year round on the festival, and for a lot of people they may just experience 2 weeks of this excitement that we've planned so far ahead. Can you share a little bit about maybe some of the different opportunities that volunteers can have with us?
Sure. Well, we're always looking for volunteers here at the festival. This is something that takes us all year to put on. We're already planning for next year, as Guy said. We have a lot of different events that we do, including the Innovative Arts and Crafts Fair. We also have Kids Parade and Family Fun Days. There's a street dance that could possibly be in the works for next year. It was something that we were planning for the 2020 festival, and of course with the pandemic it wasn't something that we were able to really complete. We also have the parade, the past royalty luncheon, the Crazy Days breakfast. There's a myriad of events that you can volunteer for if you're interested in serving the community. But this takes us a full year to put these events on, just from the application process, the permitting process, also getting all of our vendors together, building the float, and organizing all of our events. But it's a lot of fun. Most of us that do this because we love the festival.
Excellent. And it is a lot of fun, and we get to laugh a lot with each other and make fun of each other.
That does happen.
It does happen, so be prepared. But it's a really fun group of people, and it's something that brings community together, really. And a lot of people that we talk about the festival, they talk about their own personal history with the festival. And you mentioned that you've been involved for many years. If someone's new to town, so they're not from Sequim, myself, that was me. That I've been here 18 years or so. I knew this was something that I wanted to be part of and be able to participate and support. How would you want to invite someone who is brand new to our community, who doesn't know anything about the festival? What would you share with them?
Well, there's a lot of things that I would share. This festival means a lot to me. This is the longest continuing community festival in the state of Washington. So we've been around a long time. We've been celebrating the water in the valley for 127 years now, just about. And so, if somebody was new to the community, I would just encourage them, and they wanted to volunteer and help, I would encourage them to go to our website, www.irrigationfestival.com. There's a link on there where you can send an email that comes directly to just a few people, and we can, figure out what would be the best fit for you if you were wanting to help out. But this festival is really an integral part of this community. We have a logging show that happens every year. It draws a lot of people from all over the state. And not only do we draw people to Sequim for this community festival, but we also travel throughout the state over the year with our float representing Sequim in different parades. We are the reigning defending champion of the Light of the Night parade at the Seattle Seafair, which is the grand prize. Of course, there hasn't been a parade in 2 years, so we're gonna hold tight to that title. But we spend a lot of time, just going out and representing our town all over the state, and letting people know about this great little community that we live in.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Julian. I think we're going to wander around a little bit, but we'll be back, okay? And thank you so much for sharing. No, I know I'm scary that I said we might be back.
It's okay.
Okay.
It's okay. I'll still be here.
Okay, sweet.
I got more to say.
Oh,
Don't worry.
Okay, good. Excellent. Then we'll do the rounds and we'll come back and get you. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, so let's do some investigating. So we mentioned that a lot of people participate, work in the community with us. We have lots of folks that come from out of town to participate with our Innovative Arts and Crafts Fair. And what I want to do is just do a little drive-by. Some of our different artists who've been here with a long time. We might not interview them, but we might check out what they've been doing. So this is a great opportunity where you can see here at Snow Creek Leather that she's working on the stuff so make custom items while you're here, while you're purchasing things. And all of the beautiful belts, leashes, purses. Fantastic.
I'm smiling.
Excellent, excellent. Well, do you, any of you guys want to share any of your experiences that you've had in the past here at the Irrigation Festival?
Have you ever been to the Irrigation Festival?
I have come here for over 20 years.
Well, let me get closer so I can have you say that again.
I've been coming to the Irrigation Festival Craft Show for over 20 years. I love it.
Well, we love having you come all the time as well.
Thank you.
What makes this such a special craft fair?
The people.
Excellent. Thank you. Well, and I was just explaining that you customize all of these things when people purchase stuff.
I do.
Now, that is a unique thing. Are people surprised?
Some are, but some who know me know that I cut to fit.
She has repeat customers.
Repeat customers. So they have a high expectation that you're going to be here again and again.
I hope so.
Excellent. Well, we look forward to having you next year as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hope it's a bigger show.
We will have a bigger show. Excellent. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to head over here and we have 3D maps. This is also one of our favorite vendors that comes every year. Very popular, excellent work. I'm going to sneak into the booth. You can see that there's a number of pieces that showcase our home. And you can see, here's Sequim. I always like to say Sequim is a peninsula on a peninsula. It's pretty awesome. A lot of these beautiful works. They're quite unique in the coloring, the language on them, and it always makes us think of home. All right, we're gonna try not to run into folks. We're gonna head over here to Sassy Glass, another one of our favorite vendors. Hi there. And you can see that she also includes a lot of our famous Sequim lavender in her works. Excellent. Now we have a lot of beautiful colors and detail in these pieces. And part of the Innovative Arts and Crafts Fair gives you a chance to talk to some of the artists. So we have a new artist come this time. Shauna, come here. Get as close as possible. Okay. Hi.
Hi.
So you're one of our new artists here at the Innovative Arts and Crafts Fair. Can you share a little bit about your work and your inspiration?
Oh, so I am Northern Arapaho from Wyoming. I graduated from Sequim High School and graduated from Peninsula College. My artwork is considered contemporary artwork. So it basically mixes traditional artwork as well as non-traditional artwork. I also go ahead and put in like 3 different types of Native American art. One is Plains, one is Métis, and the other one is coastal because I grew up in this area. So I kind of merge all of those together. Inspirational wise, it's whatever comes out of my head. So sometimes I'll draw on a canvas and I might have like 4 or 5 sketches on one canvas until I can figure out how I want to marry them together. Sometimes it's an idea that's popped into my head for like 4 months and I just haven't gotten a chance. And when I get it on the canvas, I'm like, no, maybe I want to tweak it a little here or a little here. So it's the canvas speaking to me more or less on what it is that I'm going to paint. So
That's fantastic. And you mentioned that you use different methods as well.
Mm-hmm.
Do you find that the method that you're working in also enhances what story that you might be telling within the work?
So for methods, I would have to say yes, that would be correct on that one. I know that I also do woodworking too as well. I make cedar paddles. Unfortunately, I don't have any here today. So when I'm doing certain methods or mediums, it really has to speak to me, and then I change it from there. So.
Excellent. And then are there any special stories or pieces that you want us to spend a little time with today?
So we have Mother Earth, which is this print right here. This print's in particularly special to us because this was given to my mother for her birthday. The whole design is done in some plains work and in Métis work, which is the bright colors and the, going, like a dark, a light, and a green there. The sun represents the spirit that surrounds us. The blanket is based off of a Pendleton blanket that my parents got when they were married. This, of course, would be my mother. I have a cross and an eagle feather because we are Catholic. You have the turtle right here, as you can see, which is a representative of Mother Earth. And then you have the bear, which would be my mom's spirit animal. So I kind of married everything together to get one cohesive piece. And this is probably my most popular one. It was also in Indians Magazine in Seattle this last November. So it's kind of my favorite.
Well, that's why I wanted everyone to see it. It's amazing.
It is.
Yeah.
But this painting I would like to draw attention to. This is a hot topic in Native Americans right now, is the missing and murdered Indigenous women. So we have a handprint and we have the skull of the buffalo. So this is called sacred. The buffalo is important to us for various reasons, for food, for spiritual, things like that. The handprint is for the missing and murdered Indigenous women that's going on right now because a lot of them aren't reported or found and nothing's done to find them. We also then have the sage, which we use for ceremonial purposes, for blessings. And then we have the eagle feather as well, which is also used in blessing ceremonies as well. So right now, this piece is extremely important in what we're looking for in getting help on finding our missing sisters.
That's so wonderful, and it's great that you're using your skill as an artist in order to deliver important messages that a lot of people may not be familiar with. Like they may see this as a beautiful thing, but you are giving them a lesson along the way.
Yes.
That's fantastic.
Asking for their support and finding other people that we're currently missing.
Excellent. We're going to probably come back around.
Okay.
So thank you so much for sharing.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
So we're going to head over here, and this is also a new artist for us, and let's see if we can get his attention. We're coming by, we're streaming live, and we wanted to share a little bit about your work. You're our new vendor for us here at the Innovative Arts and Crafts Fair, and I've never seen anything like your work ever before. Do you want to give us a quick tour of some of your favorite works and how you made them?
Sure.
I'm going to hand you the mic.
Uh-oh.
Awesome.
So this is one of my favorite things to do when I'm watching television at night. These are actually rolled up pages from Vanity Fair magazine. Obviously, I like waves. I grew up in Santa Cruz, and so I've always lived close to the ocean. I love the idea of making an inherently natural thing out of really industrial materials. So bike chains, bike spokes, barbed wire. We've got some with phone wire over there. The tree of life is a pretty big symbol for me, so I use those. I have scrap wood backgrounds, metal backgrounds. Yeah.
Excellent. So, why did you decide to focus on repurposing and recycle as a medium?
Originally, I started doing it because it's so easy to find stuff. You find stuff lying around in free piles, on Craigslist, in people's garbage cans, on the street. I just like the idea of taking things that would wind up in a landfill or on the side of the road and turning it into something that people would enjoy hanging on their wall.
And we were talking about earlier. Tell us about these mushrooms.
Oh, I love the mushrooms. So these are all mixing bowls that I bought at thrift stores and yard sales. They are coated with... I spray painted the bowls, and then the spots are made with used latex paint, like house paint. So those samples and mistake cans that you can buy at the hardware store. I love putting them in my yard. It's like a fun little pop of color. Mushrooms are very popular these days, so...
They are very popular, aren't they?
Yep.
What is it? What do you think it is?
Mushrooms are... I think people are just fascinated with mushrooms. Like, they're dormant underground for so long, and then up pops this crazy thing. They're their own animal kingdom, right? They're not like animal, vegetable, or mineral.
That's fantastic. So, thank you so much for sharing this,
Thank
and thanks
you.
for joining us.
Absolutely. Thank you
We're
for
looking
having
forward
me.
to having you next year as
Look
well.
forward to being here next year.
Awesome. So we're going to head over here. We got our merchandise booth. So we want to check out all the goodies. Now, I know that some people don't want to talk to me about these kind of things, so I'm going to encourage that we do a fantastic pass of these things. Look, you can get an apron, and here's our theme: T-shirts, hats, bags. Oh, the wine bottle. Okay, so these are new, right?
New this year, yes.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about why you choose what you choose for merchandise.
I get suggestions from the community, and then I go from there. Just also depends on the theme as well. And this year we thought with the Rome, wine might be a good idea.
Absolutely. That's fantastic. It's new and very cool. And then we've got also some of these button designs. Can you share a little bit about those? No? Okay, I bet I could guess a little bit. So we have our winning entry for the button design. And I don't remember who did it. So I am just as bad, huh?
I think it's Mason Blake.
See, teamwork. Excellent. Okay. And then we also have some other entries that you can get in cards. Those are so fantastic. And what's so nice about the merchandise that we have here is that it's a keepsake, right? It's something that we wear with pride when we're out there in the world. It encourages us to teach people how to say squim.
Squim.
There you go. Awesome. I always tell people we're squimmers. That's
Squimites.
these squimmers. Okay. So come on down. We're going to be down here until 3 o'clock if you want to get some merchandise. Now, you shared with me that if they don't come on down, they can come and get it later?
Yes, they can go get it at the Sequim Visitor Center Monday through Saturday from 10 to 4.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, so we're going to migrate over here. So we often have a reuse art showcase where we let people produce and showcase different work that is repurposed, recycled artwork. Now, this year we couldn't quite do that, but we have opportunities for people to come down and get a little selfie with some beautiful repurposed flowers. And then also coming in here, we can meet some of the artists who are also showcasing their work. Are you guys ready to be interviewed? Yeah, no choice. Okay, who wants to go first? Okay. Okay. Please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about these pieces and the little selfie station.
Okay, so my name is Janine Miller, and I'm new to Sequim. My background is in technical art, so what you're seeing here is some of the work that we do as a group. We're out of Olympia, and so we're with the Procession of the Species. So we build a luminary for both parades and for events that are done in the dark, performance art. So these are two of the pieces that we have that this one goes on a bicycle and it lights up, and this one is usually placed on a stick. And then we've got some other pieces on the other side. These two pieces are done by Nicole Rose. She did the illuminary. This is a mandala that's made out of basically silk flowers. And it is a backdrop for a stage where all of the performance art is done in the dark. So that's kind of what we do, and we're hoping to do it here in Sequim.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing with us. I appreciate it. Okay, John, now you're up. So John traditionally helps support our music when we have music here at the Innovative Arts and Crafts Fair, but he's also an artist. Do you want to share a bit about your work?
Well, I kind of was a contractor, so I had a lot of leftover plywood and old wood. And so I take the old plywood and old wood and kind of make them into paintings. So some of this wood is probably close to 100 years old. Came from Dr. Turner's farm that they tore down. And I just put it back together and make it into something and kind of give them away to people. So we'll see what happens. Yeah. It's fun. Thank you.
John, you're very good and modest about these pieces.
I know.
So John's also a musician. And, can you share a little bit about some of the different acts that we've had in the past and that we're looking forward, hopefully, next year?
Yeah, this is usually where the stage is in this area, and then the food court's usually here. And I was telling Janine that this is a good place to get food, but hopefully I think I had like 14 different bands lined up for last year that never happened, and they keep calling me, hoping it'll come on again next year, and hopefully the bands will stay together. And a lot of them are kind of family groups, and they practice and make things happen, so it should work out pretty good. And we probably could we usually have 2 or 3 days of music, so it's a lot of fun getting to know everybody and show off their talents. So, all right, thank you very much.
Thank you, John.
Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like we have Dion has arrived, so I'd like to spend a little time with her, and let's see if we can catch her. And I'm going to have Dion share a little bit about some of our different sponsors. Hi, Dion. Thanks for coming on down.
Thanks for having me.
Excellent. So I wanted to give you an opportunity to share a little bit about our sponsors that help make this all happen.
Sure.
And ways that they can participate. So I'm going to hand you the mic.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks for being here today. We're excited to actually see people and be out and about. So if you're out roaming around Sequim, this is a great place to be. And it's a safe place to be, which is even better. So if you're needing a gift for moms tomorrow, if you guys haven't said it already, this is a great place to find some stuff, as you can see. So I like to talk about the sponsors because they are a vital part of the festival. About 10 years ago, we started a sponsorship program, and it has just taken off. It's been a lot of fun because people really want to be a part of it. So it's kind of created a life of its own. The reason that it works so well is because not only do we have just cash money sponsors, but we also have what's called in-kind sponsors, and a lot of people don't know that. I'll give you an example. We have a float and vehicles that need to be serviced every year. We don't pay for that. Our sponsors actually they are assigned to different vehicles. They fix them all. They make sure that they have all the brakes checked and all of that good stuff. Those are things that cost the festival money. And not everybody can donate cash, but they can donate their services. So we've got some great sponsors that you can check out on our Irrigation Festival website under our list of sponsors. There's different levels of sponsors. They range anywhere from $10,000 all the way down to $500. But then we also do have a few sponsors that just a couple $100 here or a couple $50 here, and individual sponsors that really make this festival succeed. So that's the exciting part about the sponsorship levels, because everybody literally can get involved, and we really appreciate that. Our festival is only run by volunteers, and that means just not even on our committees, but all of our service clubs. Literally everyone is part of this town to make this happen, and that's a way for us to keep our expenses low. And so the money that we do get, we actually can utilize it for continuing in the festival and, again, keeping our expenses low. So if you want to get involved, you can reach out to us on the go check out the festival website. There's many opportunities for you to get involved, whether it's just in kind or volunteering, or if it's cash donations, which we can use too. You can email info@irrigationfestival.com, and we will reach out to you and see how we can help. So Renee, thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for
You're
sharing
very
that, Dan. I really appreciate it, and thanks for coming on down. It's really fabulous to see, so many of our teammates down here, and as mentioned before, like we work on this year round. Yeah, I know, right?
People think we plan it overnight.
I know, right? And I mean, the secret's out. Like, we plan way in advance, and we have to keep secrets, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Which is lots of fun. So we're going to take a little bit of time, and we're going to go around the market, and we're going to come back and swing around before we head out. So thank you so much
You're
for
very
sharing.
welcome.
I sure appreciate it.
Great to be down here. Great to see
Awesome.
people.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
guys.
Okay, so we're gonna head and visit our partner in crime this time. So we've got the Sequim Farmers and Artisans Market, and they're down here May through October. Can you believe that? It's pretty impressive. And we've got different people who are farmers, we have bakers, we have winemakers, cider makers, tea makers, and all types of artists. So I just want to do a quick walkthrough so we can see what's happening. Hi there. Now, I'm not super familiar with all of the fantastic people who participate here, and I wanted to be sure that we gave you a chance to see what all is happening and that you can come on down. We're going to be down here till 3 this afternoon. You can see all kinds of things and goodies. A lot of the different artists that participate in this also participate with us in the Irrigation Festival for our innovative arts and crafts. Ooh, you got to check out all these fantastic baked goods while you can. Oh, such good stuff, such good stuff. Yeah. Hi there. Okay. So if you haven't been down to the Sequim Civic Plaza, I want to encourage you. This is a great place to investigate what we do here in Sequim. You can see lots of things, and we do a lot of special events here. Some of our favorite things would be flash mobs. Excuse me. Excuse me. So as I promised, some wine. Lots of fantastic artists here. Hi, how are you doing today? Fantastic. Hey, we're doing a little bit of streaming for the Irrigation Festival. Would you like to share a little bit about your business?
Hi, I've been at the Sequim Farmers Market for 5 years now. Started in 7th grade, and I've just been expanding. Yeah.
That's fantastic. What inspires you?
I don't know. Really what got me started is that no one would hire me because I wasn't 16. So I had to make my own job.
So you're very innovative.
Sure, yeah.
Well, thank you so much for taking some time with us today. Excellent. So now here at the market, we also have opportunities to see some other artists that are doing innovative things. Hi there. How are you today?
Good. How are you?
Okay, we're doing a little streaming here for the Irrigation Festival. And would you like to share anything about what we have here today?
Oh, sure. I really love upcycling. So I upcycle t-shirts into skirts and hobo bags. I upcycle jeans into garden aprons and bags as well. Also, I have fabricated paper towels that you use instead of paper towels, so it's good for the environment. They're made out of terry cloth and flannel, so they're completely washable, and we just need to keep our planet clean and in good shape for the next generation.
Oh my gosh, I love that. So you mentioned upcycling. So a lot of people may not know that term. How would you describe it?
It's recycling old garments or other things into something that might be used better and more.
Fantastic. So sustainability and being creative with it.
Exactly. And it's tons of fun.
Excellent. That's so important. Thank you so much for sharing this with us today. Well, let's keep investigating. Good to see you. Okay, so often at the market we'll have some nonprofits that'll come visit. So here we've got the Y today. Last week they were doing shots, which is really excellent. You can see lots of different artists. Hi there. Good. We're doing a little streaming today, just checking out things for the Irrigation Festival, but we're also checking out the market. So thank you so much for being here today. Thanks. Okay. So all the different types of art and works that are here. Hi there. We even have authors that can come in and investigate. Excellent. Hi there. Hi. Can I talk to you about your work? Excellent. So we're doing a little streaming for the Irrigation Festival.
Okay.
And I'm not familiar with your work. Hi, I'm Renee.
Hi. Jane Reed.
And tell me, what medium are you working in?
Acrylic and oils. And I do local as well as figures. And I work off of my photographs that I've taken over the course of actually years. But what I have here is mostly local, and some of it is original, and some of it is my prints mounted with finishes on it. I use a resin, epoxy resin, and also then just a gloss thick varnish on some of them. And some of them you can use for key hangers, pot holders, or just as pictures.
Well, it's excellent. You mentioned the hooks. I'm like, that's totally functional.
There's something about sometimes you just want a picture, and sometimes you just want something that actually has a purpose, function. I mean, pictures have purpose by all means, but sometimes, you want something that has a functional purpose, rather.
Absolutely. I appreciate that. Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing with us today. Yeah. Great getting to know you, too. Right. Okay. So, as I mentioned before, this is a fantastic place to investigate if you're not familiar with. The Sequim Bee Farm is one of our vendors that we normally have for the Innovative Arts and Crafts Fair. They are award-winning, and I'll encourage you to investigate them in the future. See lots of different types of art, soaps. Here's another one of our vendors that we typically have. Hi guys. We're doing some streaming for the Irrigation Festival and Innovative Arts and Crafts, and I was mentioning that you guys also do the Innovative Arts and Crafts for several years.
Sequim. I lost it anyway.
With the market?
Been here with the market, yeah. 18 years.
18 years? Yeah. That's fantastic.
Yeah, that's a long time.
It is a long time. That's wonderful. But that's kind of what Sequim's about, right? Is that, we keep doing things and having a legacy.
Yeah, we got a bunch of pens out in the neighborhood.
They're wonderful. Thank you so much. And thank you guys for being here. I'm going to keep investigating. Thank you. I'm going to keep investigating. Yeah, so thank you. All right. So with COVID, we've had an opportunity to build some new partnerships. And working with the market has been fantastic, getting to, meet new artists, figure out ways to solve problems and issues. And, building those new partnerships has been really wonderful for us. So one of the things that we've been able to see as well is how the community wants to support each other. So I'm gonna see if I can talk to someone about that. So we're streaming right now, and I would like you to introduce yourself. And one of the things I just mentioned is how we've been forging new partnerships with these difficult times. You want to talk a little bit about that and your art?
Oh, thank you, Renee. Wow, I'm on the spot here. So, we're really excited to partner up with the Irrigation Festival. I'm Gina Llewellyn, and I'm the president on the board of the Farmers and Artisans Market. So we are very excited to partner up with them. We did so last year, and we're hoping for years to come. We've got some good friends there. And so my art, I'm with stoneware art, and I pick up, what you're looking at is broken china. So I've picked up the pieces of china and dropped them on the ground, and however they break is how they land. And then these, what you see, are rocks that I've picked up on the beaches locally and painted them and made jewelry out of them. So that's one of the things I do. Anything colorful, anything whimsical. You never know what somebody is going to gravitate towards. Thank you. It's definitely a beautiful day to come to the market. Yes.
So, because we've had an opportunity to forge these partnerships, have you found that there's been a lot more partnerships all throughout our community?
I really think there has, and I think, a lot of people might blame it on the pandemic, and I don't think so. I just think that we have opened up our arms. Different community organizations have really opened up our arms, become quite neighborly, and it's exciting. It's exciting to make sure that we all come together as a stronger unity. So, I don't know, we're excited about it, and I think you guys are too. It's been a lot of fun working with you guys and getting all the energy and the excitement going, and we're thrilled. We're just absolutely thrilled. Can't wait to see what next year brings. Yes.
We are thrilled too. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it, and keep going.
Enjoy.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to keep going. So, that's one thing that's really nice about living in a small town is that, we do get a chance to work with our community members. As so many people have shared with us today that, we're all in this together. I remember one time someone mentioned about living on the peninsula means that we're at the end of the road and that we need to support each other. Now, you can see we've got lots of excellent people. We're doing a little streaming here for the Irrigation Festival. Could you share a little bit about your work?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, so it looks like we got lots of color and a lot of opportunities to see what you're up to. Ooh, do I see more mushrooms? What? We're wondering what the deal with mushrooms is. Could you share why you were inspired to do mushrooms?
I just thought it would be fun. It's a little whimsical and something a little different than what I normally do. I thought it would be nice to bring it to the market.
I think they're beautiful. Let's let them get in there. How fun. Beautiful. Now, are you inspired by the colors or the medium when it comes to glass?
Actually, both. Yes. I'm very tactile, so I like a lot of textural glasses. And so I use that, and that kind of inspires the images that I put on them as well.
They're beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing with us today. All right. Now, just a little bit more about sustainability and investigating things. We're going to see if we can find a few more folks to talk to. There is so much to see. There is so much to see. I want to be sure that you get a chance to see so many things. And let's head out. I hope that you get a chance to come down to the Sequim Farmers and Artisans Market and get a chance to visit us at the Innovative Arts and Crafts Fair. We're here till 3 o'clock today, and we sure appreciate you coming on down and investigating with us. Thank you.